What's up with my godly people? Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Healing and strength to you guys as families. Always Bronco Country fans. You already know I got y'all. Today is Monday in Sacramento, California, man. I hope all is well to all of you guys, man. Tough loss, tough L yesterday, you guys. It was a blowout game. We're going to dive in and talk about the game in a minute. But before I do that, I just want to say, those of you do tune into my channel, to my show, to my podcast, I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Keep on liking, subscribing, and leaving you guys' comments. Those of you that are new to my channel, to my show, to my podcast, welcome. Welcome with a mile high salute to each and every one of you guys, man. I am your host, Drago the Bronco, and welcome. Welcome to the Drago the Broncos podcast show. Let's go Broncos. Bronco Country fans, tough L in Detroit, you guys. The game did not look good from start to finish. We looked it bad on both sides of the ball, man. The final score ended up being 42-17, you guys. We did not get it done offensively or defensively in this game, you guys. It seemed like those guys lived in the red zone all game long. It seemed like Jared Goff lived in the red zone all game long. He was picking us apart in the red zone all day long, you guys. And we couldn't do nothing about it. VJ's defense did not show up. The secondary did not show up. The pass rush did not show up, you guys. We didn't get any turnovers either, you guys. That didn't help us either, you guys. I want to go over some of these stats, you guys. Russell Wilson, you guys. First drive, you guys. He turned over the ball with a fumble, you guys. After completing the ball to Jerry Jeudy with a beautiful pass, beautiful catch, you guys. Right over the middle, slant, little play to Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy caught the ball, man, and he ran for a lot of yards after the catch, you guys. But right after that play, Russell Wilson ended up fumbling the ball, you guys. And it was not good all game long, you guys. It just was a disaster, man, on both sides of the ball. We did not get it done at all, you guys. Russell Wilson ended up having 18 for 32 for 223 yards and a touchdown, you guys. QBR rating 88.4, you guys. Russell Wilson did not get it done. The offense did not get it done. The offensive line gave up a couple of sacks. Once again, we had a slow start on the offensive side of the ball. And we were looking shaky, you guys. We couldn't do nothing on the ground as either, you guys. Those guys' defense, man. Shout out to their defense. Those guys got it done. Those guys came to play. Those guys was ready and prepared. That defensive coordinator, man, that head coach over there had those guys ready, you guys. And they definitely showed it out there on Sunday night, you guys. Then it showed big time, man. Like, shout out to their defense, man. Those guys were stuffing our run, you guys. We couldn't get nothing on the ground, you guys. Javonte Williams only had 12 rushes for 27 yards, you guys. His longest was 8 yards, you guys. Samaj, 6 rushes, 37 yards. His longest was 12, you guys. So those guys was really stuffing the run. Those guys was in our backfield all game long, it seemed like. Those guys was getting pressure on Russell Wilson, man. Making it hard and difficult for Russell Wilson to make a pass all game long, man. It just was bad, man, from start to finish. This game kind of reminded me of the Miami games, you guys. I got flashbacks of the Miami game, man, because, man, the poor tackling out there, the big gaps that the defensive line was giving up. Nobody was coming in and filling the gaps at all, you guys. Gibbs was going crazy on us, man. He had 11 rushes for 100 yards, you guys, and a touchdown on the ground. And then he also killed us in the passing game, you guys. Gibbs had a touchdown, receiving touchdown as well, you guys. He was killing us, man. Their whole starters was killing us, man. Their superstar guys on their offense, you guys, was killing us, you guys. Gibbs was killing us. Amon St. Brown was killing us, you guys. He had 7 receptions for 112 yards, you guys, and a touchdown, you guys. But Sam Laporta was the player of the game, that offensive player of the game, their offensive player of the game for sure. Him and Jared Goff, you guys. He had 3 big touchdowns, you guys. He had 5 receptions, 56 yards, and 3 touchdowns, you guys. Those guys killed us in the red zone, you guys. Other than St. Brown getting 100 yards, nobody else was doing nothing. Nobody else was effective out there as far as the passing game, you guys. But it just, man, they lived in the red zone and they capitalized, man, each and every time. Like, they capitalized in the red zone, you guys. We did not stop those guys at all, you guys. Jared Goff, he had 24 for 34, you guys, for 278 yards and 5 big touchdowns, you guys. That is unacceptable, man. After shutting out Justin Herbert and his Chargers, you guys, and then we go to Detroit and give up 5 touchdowns to Jared Goff in that offense, you guys. He had 134.6 QBR. Come on, man. We got to do better, man, than that. Our defense is way better than that, way better than what we put out there yesterday night, you guys. Way better. We are way better than that. I don't know what our deal was, man, going into Detroit, man, but we did not come to play. We got embarrassed once again. Like I said, man, this game gave me flashbacks of the Miami Dolphins game, you guys, because the poor tackling, the bad covering, you guys, those guys were shredding us in the middle of the field. We didn't give up nothing deep, but those guys was getting everything in the middle. It's like we couldn't cover in this game. We've been covering our butts off, but we get to Detroit. We go up against this Lions team, and now we can't cover, you guys. Like, I don't know, man. But, yeah, this was a tough loss. This was a tough loss, man, and we got to bounce back. We still in the thick of things. We were 7-7. The Texans won yesterday, man. Those guys, man, should have lost, man. The Tennessee Titans, man, gave up that game, you guys. Let those guys come back in the game. And they ended up winning the game. But the Texans is now 8-6. We are 7-7. Hopefully they lose their next game, you guys. C.J. Stroud did not play in the win that they got yesterday. But I'm sure he's going to be playing in the next game, you guys. But hopefully they lose. Hopefully, and we win, you guys, against the Patriots, you guys. But Jerry Jeudy had 3 receptions for 74 yards. Cortland Sutton had 5 receptions for 71 yards. Adam Troutman had 1 reception for 24 yards, you guys. Lucas Crow had 1 reception for 18 yards. I like him. I like what he can do down the field. He can make plays, definitely. I thought we were going to put in Greg Dulcich, man. I seen that he came back to practice and stuff like that. I don't know if he had a setback or whatever, but I thought we were going to have Greg Dulcich back in this game. But hopefully we can have him back in Denver, you guys, against our home crowd, you guys, for this big matchup against the Patriots, you guys, on Christmas Eve. But Lord Jordan Humphreys had 3 receptions for 16 yards. We were not getting it done in the air, man. Jaleel McLaughlin, 2 receptions for 16 yards. Samaj P. Ryan, 1 reception for 11 yards, you guys. We did not get it done at all. We looked bad. The passing was bad. The running was bad. Everything was bad, man. Everything was bad in this game. From start to finish, you guys. We were not ready. And the Detroit Lions definitely ate up our Bronco, you guys. They destroyed our Bronco, man. Devoured our Bronco, you guys. They killed us, man. Those Lions, man. Took off our necks, took off our heads, took off every body part that we had, you guys. Took off every body part of a Bronco, you guys. Of the Bronco, you guys. The arms, the head, the legs, the ribs, everything, man. The Lion destroyed the Bronco, man. They definitely came to play, you guys. Let's look at their defense, you guys. Their defense was going crazy, you guys. Alex Azelian had 7 solos, 12 total tackles, you guys. He was going crazy. He was out there hitting, you guys. getting in our backfield, man. Tackles for loss, you guys. They had they only had 2 sacks. Seemed like they had more sacks in the game, you guys. Those guys was getting a lot of pressures, you guys. A lot of pressures. Look at these guys. These guys had a lot of PDs, you guys. A lot of PDs. Ryan Branch had a PD. Aiden Hutchinson had a PD. Another lineman had a PD. I don't know how to pronounce his name. To Khalil Dozer, you guys. Dorsey had 1 PD, you guys. Cameron Sutton had a PD. Those guys had a lot of PDs, man. What did we do in the PD? We had 1, 2, 3 PDs, you guys. PJ Locke had a PD. Fabian Monroe had a PD. He was getting shredded, you guys. They were picking him apart, you guys. Those guys was attacking Fabian Monroe for sure. Justin Simmons had a PD as well. Justin Simmons had a good game. He was 4 solo tackles, 5 total tackles in the game. Fabian Monroe was getting picked on all game long. He had 7 solos, man, 8 total tackles. Alex Singleton, 3 solos, 5 total tackles, you guys. Mike Purcell's 1 solo, 3 total tackles. Josie Jules, 7 solos, 9 total tackles, you guys. PJ Locke, 3 solos, 4 total tackles for PJ Locke. Jonathan Harris, 3 solos, 4 total tackles. But we didn't all those tackles, but we couldn't get a win. We did not get a win. It seemed like we couldn't tackle out there. Those guys was missing tackles left and right. PJ Locke left some tackles out there. Josie Jules left some tackles out there. Alex Singleton left some tackles out there. Everybody could have played better and could have tackled better out there, man. Those guys, man. Gibson was shredding our D up, you guys. He was hitting them hoes quick and fast, man. And yeah, man, he killed us, man, out the backfield. Those guys killed us in the red zone, and we didn't have no answer. We didn't have no answer, you guys. In the red zone, you guys. We have to do better. We have to clean up our act. We have to clean up our defense, our secondary, you guys. We got to go back to the drawing board, man, and we got to, man, change some things up, man. We got to have a better scheme in this next game, man. We got to have better attention to detail and communication out there on both sides of the ball, you guys. We need to have a quick fast start. Stop trailing and trying to come from behind, man. Let's get a lead early, man. Let's get a 10-0 lead, a 14-0 lead, man, in this next game, man. We better beat the brakes off of the Patriots, man. I know that. Those guys are what, like 3 and I don't know what, 3 and 12 or something crazy like that. Man, we better beat the Patriots, man. I know that. The game is not going to be easy. It's not going to be handed to us. It's not going to be given to us. We got to go out there and take it, you guys. Period, point blank. We got a big matchup. We can't take this team lightly. That team did get a big win against a good team. I forgot who they played, though. But, yeah, man. Those guys are capable, man, of coming into Denver and beating us, man, if we don't get our act together, you guys. We are in the thick of things still. The AFC races, we still right there. We just got to continue to win, man. We got to win these next, 3 games? We got the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Raiders, you guys. We got to win out. We got to win out. We can't lose no more. If we want to try to make the playoffs, we can't lose no more, you guys. We cannot lose no more. We cannot lose no more, you guys. Straight up. What's the standings right now? know it's tight though. Let's see. Dolphins 10-4. Bills 8-6. Baltimore 11-3. 9-5 for the Cleveland Browns. 8-6 for the Cincinnati Bengals. They should have lost as well. Or did they lose? Did they lose or did they win? I think they won. They 8-6, man. They should have lost. Jacksonville 8-6. The Pittsburgh 7-7. And Houston is 8-6 too, man. Indianapolis 8-6. 9-5 for the Chiefs. 7-7 for the Broncos. 6-8 for the Las Vegas Raiders, and 5-9. Those guys are done. The Chargers. We definitely need to get this win against the Patriots, you guys. We have to get a win against the Patriots, man. Patriots is 11-3, you guys. Record don't mean nothing. We got to go out there and play, and we got to go out there and beat them, you guys. We are right there in the thick of things, man. Broncos 7-7. The Houston, Indianapolis, and the Jags are all 8-6. The Cincinnati 8-6. Pittsburgh 7-7 like us. Buffalo 8-6. But we beat those guys. Man, we gotta win out. We gotta win out. We gotta win these next 3 games, you guys. These next 3 games to put us at what, 10-7? Yep, 10-7. 10-7. 10-7. Let's push for 10-7, you guys, man. Let's get this wins against the Patriots, against the Chargers, and against the Raiders, you guys. That's it. That's all I have for you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in with me, man. Peace and God bless. Mile High Salute.